You just think for sure that you never saw something. It's not. You were all wrong. It's Beanox. Remember them, the famous game developers, Beanox?
Creators of Gun and
creators of games like Gun and others.
Boom!
So we are playing Tony Hawk.
We are playing Tony Hawk.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can't you tell by this badass live-action intro?
Now we're having a fundraiser for Gun.
Oh,
I made it
what do you
earlier
mean fond?
Yeah.
Why
because I'm fond of this game.
It's very fun.
Oh, is that
Very.
the joke you guys
It's
were
not-
laughing
it's
at when I
not
came
very
outside?
fun. It's
Yeah.
so fun.
That's not as funny as I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
It's the delivery.
Exactly. It's
Yeah.
about
He
the
didn't
You have to be in
deliver.
the
He didn't
moment.
deliver it right the second time.
whatever.
And plus, he said so fun.
You can take that back. I don't want your delivery.
But
Next time, bring me DiGiorno.
Bring me some DiGiorno.
You have to go get your own DiGiorno.
Oh well, fuck. All right, give it back. All right. So what is this? This is Gun.
This is Gun.
Yeah, I know that. I recorded this.
That's correct.
Yep.
Yep.
It's a fun game. It was on the PS2 and
Xbox. It
and
was
X-
on the
was it
original.
on the
It
Xbox?
was.
Yeah,
I
okay.
played it on the original.
and then it
Xbox.
was later on, like a couple of years later, ported to the PC, which is this version, and it's better because graphics and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
I mean,
But I'll tell you this: it doesn't. You can't use a gamepad to control it, and it's a pain in the ass.
What?
Yeah,
Oh, that sucks.
yeah. I do not like playing this with a keyboard.
Yeah.
Oh
I couldn't
no.
imagine. I was just about to say, like, I might consider buying this then. It's like, oh.
Yeah, I was not doing very well controlling the camera while I was horse racing.
Oh no!
The gold!
I like this is right after Thanksgiving. It really gives you that sense of togetherness and
That's kind of what I was thinking while I was playing this. Is I was like, wow, this is a really serious depiction of Native Americans as like crazy, bloodthirsty savages.
Yeah.
I mean, and not that there weren't some that were at that time, but also, here are the Spanish people that are just coming over, and so it's Cross. He's got to bring gold God to the heathens. So no one comes out looking good in that situation, I don't think.
No, of course not.
But if there was one people to be better than the others, I'd probably say it was the ones that weren't invading someone else's country.
Yeah. I mean, they were like.
Yeah. Usually you want to side on the side of the people that were there first.
Well, original Xbox era wasn't exactly known for its political.
Whoa, dude! Extreme Doritos! Have you played Halo yet? that time? Is that the one you're talking
That's
about?
the one, Buckaroo.
No,
You nailed it.
With the black box with the green X on it.
Oh yeah, everything was extreme. Extreme loaded Doritos, the barbecue flavor.
They call it an Xbox because there's no way you could say it without it sounding kind of sexy.
That's my sex box.
That's right. And then you had the PlayStation as the competition, which everyone would just call the phony gay station.
Because
I've
because we
never
were
heard
all
that,
so
actually.
clever and
You've
edgy.
never heard phony gay station?
Oh.
Jesus Christ! You remember that?
I
I
remember
think.
Foundry Gay Station.
I think most of my friends were PlayStation kids. Though.
Oh yeah, they were all phony gay people.
Yeah. I mean, they like to talk shit about the Xbox.
What did they call it? Yeah, they couldn't call it anything because it was cool sounding because it sounded like sex. That's the whole point.
You can't make fun of something that has sex in it.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that gun cursor.
Yeah, it's fancy. I
That's
forgot I didn't
nice.
cut this out.
Welcome to my
entertaining.
world.
I think this was me trying to bind it to a controller to see whether it would work right. Maybe I got it working. I don't even remember.
It's like 30 minutes later.
I know. I
Still
think
not
I
working.
tried to, but there ended up being too many things, and like it wouldn't.
Oh, you had not enough buttons.
Yeah, I didn't have enough buttons on the controller because they wanted. There was no way to like make one button be one thing in a certain context, but something else in a different context.
Yeah, this was from an age where controllers were starting to get a lot more buttons, and every single one of them had to have a function. And this game's just a prime example of that.
Holy shit, there's so much.
And I love it.
Like, remember
Like I think I'm just looking at this and I'm just like, oh fuck all this.
You have to scroll
There's
down.
no way I'm gonna do this.
Like, remember Rainbow Six on the Dreamcast? Like,
And
It had
reset the default.
1,000 fucking like hotkeys. So it's like if you want to climb over like an obstacle, you had to hold like the left trigger A and then push down to like do that. There was like a billion like functions. It was the worst thing ever. It was way better just like
What game was that you were
Rainbow Six. Like
yeah.
they came out at that
Well,
era.
those
of, like,
games were
we
never
have a million buttons.
Yeah, those games were never controlled like super intuitively,
No.
and because those early Rainbow Six games, they wanted to be more of a simulation
Yeah.
than to actually be like a fun. Or it's not just you're gonna pop in and shoot some dudes with your friends. No, it's gonna be like, hey, do you want to sit silent and then move quietly for 15 minutes straight?
Do you want to actually do the plotting of the rescue mission with this map, and you can set the nodes and all the functions and everything? You like that kind of game?
Also, there's no saving. If you get shot once, you're dead. 'Cause
Oh,
that's
totally.
how bullets work. Dumbass.
I mean, I did like that. That I wasn't.
Tom
mad
Clancy
at
says, "Get good, scrub."
that. I mean, I would just make like the plots and everything like that, but like just let the computer do all the work. No, it's like I feel satisfied. It doesn't.
You know what I really liked? Not so much the Rainbow Six games, but I really liked the early Sam Fisher Splinter Cell games.
Oh, the Splinter Cell games are fantastic.
Those were great games.
I'd never played like the later on ones. I think after Chaos Theory is when I stopped because there's like Splinter Cell Conviction and a couple other ones.
I played one of them on the 360, I believe, but I can't remember the name of it.
What's next?
Vernon Daly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
Good story.
I know,
You
right?
should write that down in your diary. That way your kids can read about it when you're dead.
His
I
live
would've-
journal, you mean?
Yeah,
Oh
my
yeah,
live
your
journal.
live
Put it in
journal.
your live
Should
journal.
guys should find my live journal information and log back into that and see what games I
Kids
was
will
playing.
probably be able to read about that too. That's the creepiest thing. You know, like kids that are born nowadays, and even 10 years ago, were raised in a generation where the internet was always around. There's a billion pictures of them, like people that we know that we went to high school with say they had a kid 10 years ago when they were 19, 20, 18,
Oh
whatever.
God.
And so that child was around when MySpace was around. And so there's literally photographs of that child from the day that it was born up until now on the internet. They're just out there in the ether. And so think about, you're thinking about like maybe one or two people in particular, but think about that's happening to everyone's child. And so this next generation is going to have, there's just going to be these montages possible of these people throughout their lives, and these pictures that are just floating around.
It'll
And
be
that's
like
the
on
creepiest
Earth.
fucking thing in the world to me.
Yeah, you can watch anyone's kid grow up
Yeah.
from anywhere in the world, and
No,
just
I'm more freaked out of the fact
that is disturbing.
I'm more freaked out of the fact that you mentioned like people that we went to high school with that like had kids like right out. They were like 15 or 19.
Come on, let's go
15,
collect that
but-
kid.
Yeah.
but like a lot of them were like 18 and 19. And then he said 10 years ago, and I was like, oh God, they have like 10-year-old kids now.
Yeah.
Uh huh.
That's insanity to me.
They're going to elementary school open houses.
Hear that, boy?
I mean, a lot of those people shouldn't have had kids.
God damn it.
Well, I don't think very many people should, period.
Yeah, I
Stop
mean,
having kids, people.
There's
enough people already.
too little stuff to go around, and
There's
too
no more
many
room.
of us.
There's no more room. You can't have kids until you find more room.
Just inhabit Mars.
Or there's a whole moon right there. Been there. We were there once. We could go
We
back.
can go back.
Dig
We
a
could-
hole.
We could
Put
all
a bubble around it.
bring our
Pressurize
friends.
it. Wouldn't be that hard. Just saying. I mean, it'd be difficult,
Yeah, it would be
but
difficult.
it'd be way easier than colonizing Mars.
Make sure
Been saying it for 10 years.
Yeah, all things considered, it would be.
Yes, it fucking would be, wouldn't it? It's right there. It's not 4 years away. It's 11 minutes away. That is a big difference.
I mean, it still takes time.
Yes, 11 minutes.
11
You're
minutes,
11.
huh?
A light.
Oh,
Light
Well, I
speed,
mean,
yes. But
yeah.
no, I don't know how much time it would take. It takes 4 years on a manned trip to Mars to get there and back, and that's, however the fuck far away that is. So I assume way less time than that.
I mean, I think it still took like the Apollo program and stuff.
Oh, that was the Apollo program, though. They were moving much slower than human moon now.
I mean,
They went to the moon with less computer than was in an Atari cartridge.
that's also.
Yeah.
impressive.
I
It
mean,
sure as fuck is.
It
isn't
really
it?
is.
Yeah.
When you think about that, like, fucking how? Like, think about if someone went back in time to the 1960s and gave one of those astronauts an iPhone. Just say, here, use this to help.
Apparently you get signal.
Here, don't
I
swipe
guess
left
that's a
or
good
right.
point. This thing uses the satellites you'll put up in 20 years.
So I guess
Don't think about it too hard.
Yeah, so I guess like keep this handy.
It's got
Look, I've got a
fruit
couple
on it.
games you can play when you're not on Wi-Fi, but your high scores won't save, okay?
I've still got Flappy Bird.
You can't post on
Ding.
the leaderboard.
Ding! And then see, fucking nothing would get done if we went back in time and gave them Flappy Bird.
Admiring your rifle.
We'd ruin it.
Like,
Like a paradox would happen.
You'd be
The internet
putting
would
me to
just
bed
never
with a
happen.
pick and shovel.
It's Flappy.
Too damn
It'd be the
ornery.
Flappy
Bird
Bird
would never
internet.
happen.
Flappy Bird would be the biggest
See
villain
it's rubbed off
of
on
any
you
conceivable time.
The Flappy Bird net.
Always remember, son. In this world, pure cussedness will carry you farther than the command.
Alright, so anyway, Gun. We were going to talk about that game before we got sidetracked.
Here's our payday.
So yeah, Eric, you said you had fond memories of this game.
Fond memories of
So
this game.
fun.
I think this is probably my favorite
Tony Hawk game.
Tony Hawk.
Because it is.
Oh, good, I
never
timed that
solid.
right with the credits. Nice.
Oh, wonderful.
There's the riverboat we were talking about earlier.
The one you can grind
From
on the side.
the one that you can grind on, yes. There was only really been 2 good cowboy games. Like, it's just this and Red Dead Redemption.
Custer's Revenge.
Is that even a thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is that?
Custer's Revenge is one of those quote-unquote risque games that they made for the Atari. And you essentially are General Custer, and you bang natives.
Yeah.
You have to avoid arrows and get to the teepee. And
That's your revenge?
Custer's.
On who?
It's Custer's Revenge.
Custer's Revenge.
Well, yeah, but his revenge on who? The other natives? Or the ones that he's banging?
It's just revenge on the natives as a whole.
Okay.
Banging
I,
their
just,
women.
I really want to understand the plot of this.
I mean,
Not much of one.
yeah. Pretty tenuous plot at best.
Alright, well, we were talking about point-and-click adventure games earlier. Another Wild West-themed game is Freddy Farkas, the Frontier Pharmacist.
Oh yeah, you talked about that.
Yeah.
Holy shit, what is up with their eyes?
Yeah, I was just thinking, what's up with the
Oh.
dude's eyes?
Well, you see, he's the bad guy, but we don't know that yet.
You can tell by his eyes.
You can tell by the fact that he's wearing all black and he has giant, creepy eyes, yes.
Keep an eye on
It
it.
looked like he had
I'm
face
gonna have a
tattoos,
word with
but
the
there was
cop.
definitely wrinkles, I'm guessing.
I think those were scars.
Yeah,
'Cause
he's
They're
all-
scars from when he,
He's all scarred up.
From his tattoos.
whenever he disobeys his master, he gets cut up.
Yeah, their eyes look a little weird.
Yeah, their eyes are all sunken in.
They all have jaundice from the fact that there's no medicine back then. Everybody just drank alcohol whenever they felt bad.
They got the consumption.
Shit, I use whiskey to heal myself in this game.
Whoa!
Dang.
Through the umbrella.
Hatchet in the back of the head.
What?
Yeah, the game didn't take very long to reveal the fact that this was the bad guy, at least.
Oh.
It knew that you would figure it out just from the way they dressed him.
Yeah, it's very heavy-handed.
These people have tattoos to make them look like fishes, I think. Like, nah, I just thought I'd let them take it. I'm not really that invested in this boat.
Yeah, you guys can have it.
Yeah. Not even a good
I don't own it or anything. I just want to get off.
I can swim.
I didn't even bring money. Me and my dad were just, fuck, I'm dead.
Oh, you're dead.
Yeah.
I forgot that like you can scalp the enemy.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
You can
Yeah.
scalp the shit out of them.
Well, because
It was
not
like a
to,
reward.
not to spoil anything, but as soon as we beat this little part of the level here, Ned will tell us that he's not our real pappy, and we're part Indian, like as the story goes.
Yes.
And once we realize that we're part Indian, of course, then we gain the ability to scalp our enemies.
Because that's exactly how that works.
Yep. No racism here. Can't,
Absolutely
can't
not.
jump in that hole. I thought I'd be able to.
It's not a real Tony
Story
Hawk
of my
game,
life. Yeah, if it was a real Tony Hawk game, he could jump in that hole and then he would disappear and reappear close by, and some red text would pop up that called him a dumbass.
Yeah.
You get a secret tape.
Yeah, you'll get a secret date.
A secret ramp
hide
under
it
there.
right here.
It's the first level. Of course they would.
Maybe. I don't know. I still gotta collect all skate letters.
Oh yeah, and you get health by drinking.
Yeah, we mentioned that.
Yep, said that already.
Yep.
I saw the whiskey ball and I was like, oh yeah, that's how you get health.
Oh yeah, and
That's how you get health in Red Dead Redemption 2, isn't it?
Yeah.
Something about cowboys and drinking whiskey. It's like Popeye and spinach.
I mean, if you really do like change Popeye eating spinach into more than drinking a beer, then Popeye becomes a very depressing, like, story of an alcoholic.
well, here's the thing about whiskey as health. It doesn't even
It doesn't work in real life.
Restore the health.
It doesn't. You just get drunk.
You just
And
forget
then
about
sleepy.
you just forget about each bullet that's in you. And you feel better. With each sip, you just forget it.
Yeah, I'm still riddled with bullets and bleeding profusely, but at least I feel okay about it.
I feel okay, and then you get crazy ideas.
Yeah, like let's jump on this
using a
cannon and
cannon.
blow up all these boats that definitely aren't firing at us.
Sounds about right.
So all of a sudden, this is a game about this like a rabid alcoholic.
So
That's the subtext of any Western, I think.
gambling
Yeah.
riverboats had cannons.
Yeah,
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, why not?
to fend off the Indians,
Yeah, I was gonna
obviously.
say, they're going through Indian country.
Fucking Huckleberry Finn's tried to rob us twice. You think we're gonna keep putting up with that shit?
People say he died.
Oh, I was there. I heard snickering up in them rafters. I think I lost somebody.
Oh, he jumped off.
He jumped off.
Fucking traitor.
He abandoned the ship.
Want to be on this thing.
There's another one.
It's like the exact same like asset.
Yeah, it's probably the exact same character.
They just stupid.
Freddy the Corpse.
That's his name.
As himself.
Yeah. Yay, we did it.
With the help of the cannon.
Oh no!
Oh no, they're shooting.
It's cutscene damage. Cutscene damage is unpreventable.
Irreversible.
Folks out of control.
I hate that shit in games when it says you have to prevent this from happening, and you work your ass off, and you
And then it
prevent
happens
the thing
anyway.
from happening, and then it happens anyway, no matter what.
Yeah.
But if you fail during the mission, it'll fail you and say, "Oh, you fucked up." And if you're gonna do that in your game, I think you should at least like offer that as the fail state for whenever you're doing that mission. You know, like if I was just fucking up shooting the dudes with the cannon and I didn't do it enough times instead of the ferry boat blowing up, it would have just crashed, you know?
Yeah.
That would have made more sense. I don't know why, but it reminds me of those really shitty Lara Croft mini-game things where she's like falling down the river. You gotta move left or right, and if not, she'll get fucking impaled through her throat by a giant stick, and it's terrifying.
Those are some fucking intense
They were-
death scenes.
They were gruesome.
I mean,
they were brutal.
I mean, she gets a fucking like bamboo skewer through her neck.
Through
I
her
hope-
neck,
I hope
and it
it's
comes out like
gruesome.
the back of her brainstem.
Yeah, I mean,
And
I hope
she like grabs it, and you can see her struggling and tapping it, patting her body, like as her body, you know, dies. It's fucked up. What you doing over there, Eric?
I'm just watching Gun.
Well, we're supposed to be talking about it.
I know
not
we're
just watching it.
talking about it,
I mean,
but I'm still in awe of it. But yeah, I really like the slow motion, the shooting, slow motion shooting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was another thing they have in Red Dead Redemption. No, really, Red Dead Redemption just ripped off everything the gun did.
Yeah, looking at you, Rockstar.
Yeah.
What the hell? I mean, they did it better, but still.
Yeah, they made it more expansive.
Well, you know what they didn't do? Put it on PC. What the fuck?
Yeah, that's a good.
We re-released Grand Theft Auto 4 and Skyrim 4 different times a piece, but we can't get Red Dead Redemption on PC. I mean, this is yelling into the wind, really.
Yeah, I feel like they're never gonna do it.
Like cowboys do.
Ugh.
like a real man yelling into the wind.
I've been drinking my whiskey and running this horse, and all I won't do is do the same thing, but on a box in my house with electricity. I heard about it from the medicine folks that came by.
The ones who gave us iPhones. Whatever that is.
Can't even connect to the damn internet. Whatever that is.
Whatever that is.
It's got Flappy Bird.
I just keep
Son,
playing
listen
this
close, 'cause there ain't
addicting
much
game
time.
though. Flappy Bird.
I've done my best to raise you.
Eyes are so
And all
fucking
your life I've been
tiny.
lying to you.
He's had a rough day. He hadn't got no sleep. They're trying to blow up the boat.
It's before they invented sunglasses.
He's giving his son a ticket to a whorehouse. There's all kinds of fucked up stuff going on.
God damn it, that's what I'm trying to tell you.
I ain't your paw.
Oh, it's like the video I showed you yesterday.
What's that?
It was.
I don't know, it's nonsense.
It's basically this guy like.
You're not fam anymore.
You're not fam anymore,
Because your
'cause
moves are weak.
Yeah, that.
My wife loves that video.
It
It's
is-
the best
It is
video.
really.
What are y'all talking about?
Because your moves are weak.
Basically.
I'll tell you when you're older, son.
Yeah, basically,
But
blonde,
Dad!
blonde guy plays the role of.
You're not my
three
real dad.
characters. That pretty much gets quoted, but blonde guy plays his 3 characters, and like it just becomes this convoluted mess, and eventually it's.
Who?
So it's a blonde guy who plays it.
A
son.
blonde guy.
One blonde guy playing 3
Oh, he was saying blonde guy like that was someone who I should know.
A
No,
blonde guy.
It's just
Okay.
a guy with blonde hair.
Yeah.
Is it Mr. Blonde from Perfect Dark?
No.
He's really a Skeetar warrior in disguise.
Nor is it Mr. Blonde from Reservoir Dogs.
No. He's infinite blonde.
Are there any other Mr. Blondes?
Not that I know of.
Okay.
Because this is the
That's the face mask thing from Mission Impossible. Somebody else.
Blonde. James Blonde.
No.
No,
I thought it was
it wasn't.
Oh, these guys wake us up and try to take our whorehouse token.
clever. Oh no.
Oh no, that's not. He's not gonna take anything. That's honest Tom. And nothing says honest like having it right there in your name.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'd vote for him. He's
Look at him. He's got the honest beard and everything.
Honest.
friends call me honest. Oh.
Yeah, this dude's a fucking asshole.
I gotta be honest with you, friend. I can't look you in the eye. Because they're just creepy and tiny.
You should be ugly.
That's why they call me Honest Tom.
That says it
Also,
like it
you
is.
kind of smell like asshole, son. Did anyone tell you that when you left the house?
Smell like asshole and whiskey. I mean, I think everybody did then. So.
Yeah,
like
it's kind
asshole
of just a
and
scent of asshole and whiskey permeated the entire American Midwest for a good 150 years, I think.
Yeah.
And then Prohibition.
Yeah, you take a bath once a month, that'll happen. And you know what you bathe in? You damn bathe in whiskey. Because that's what we use for everything.
You smell definitely like whiskey. Mount your horse and grind.
You can't,
50-50 grind your horse.
you can't grind on a horse. Stop thinking this is Tony Hawk.
Give your horse some whiskey before you mount it.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
That's common courtesy.
I get it.
When you say mount,
And grinds.
This is actually horse sex simulator.
oh, I thought we were talking about taxidermy.
I mean, we can do both.
Big mouth Billy Bass. Big mouth Billy Bass.
God, everybody's grandparents had that name.
I want a big mouth Billy Bass.
Is that what you want for Christmas?
That's what I want for Christmas. Big mouth Billy Bass.
Yeah, I mean,
And I want to have access to its voice synthesizer thing so I can record other things over what it's supposed to
Yeah,
say.
and just make it say the awful raw things.
Yeah.
all of a sudden, like, it turns out, Chris, got a bear! But
I'm not going to say where he sings songs. I have to do little jingles.
it's basically mostly, fucking...
I'm just a fish and stuck on a wall. You can have it all.
Yeah.
Big mouth Billy Bass.
I mean, again, everybody's grandparents had that name. My grandma had that name. She also,
I had one when I was like 10 years old.
she also had, there was this weird statuette of the dancing baby. And you'd push a button and it would basically like flail around and it would go like, ooga chaka, ooga chaka. It was the worst thing ever made. You use it twice
I can't
and then
stop this feeling.
you're done.
I love that song. It's a good song.
Pretty good song.
So
Yeah.
basically, we're just going through the Reservoir Dogs soundtrack at this point, right?
Second Reservoir Dogs reference in so many minutes.
That's more than I'm used to.
Little Green.
Oh, cheat, get back here!
I'm gonna cheat so hard, though.
Oh yeah, you are.
You ready? You ready for how hard I'm gonna cheat? Right there. Nope. Nope. I'm not gonna win this race. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you now.
You're not gonna
Spoiler
beat on this
warning.
Tom.
Not gonna beat this time. This is the tryout. So we just see where the path
It was
is.
the try out, not the try hard.
Yeah. True. So. What's
like
been
Tony Hawk.
I keep maintaining this. It just reminds me
Because I mean,
so
you
much.
race people in Tony Hawk too.
Yeah, this game reminds
Sure,
me
sure.
very heavily of Tony Hawk, but it's Neversoft, so what do you expect?
Yeah. Well, Tom's horse kind of moves like the bull in Tony Hawk 2 in the bullfighting arena.
Yeah,
Kind of has the same mechanics. Like if you look at it, kind of moves in the same angular.
Y'all are full of shit.
you're full of shit.
Full of
You
shit.
just have fun. Then
Eric, what have
Tony
you been
Hawk.
playing lately?
I started playing Fallout 4 again.
Fallout 4.
Again.
Oh
Cheaters
dang.
never win.
How are you playing that again? I feel like that's one of the few Fallout games that you can't really play differently than you did the first time. I guess you can build different shit.
That's not true.
It's not.
No, because you can do the Institute ending and you can do the Brotherhood ending, and
That's the ending, though. That's not how you play the game.
yeah, essentially.
There
Yeah.
are very few quests
But, yeah.
that really differentiate per. Like, you get maybe 1 or 2 extra quests per faction. That's not the majority of the game.
Well, I'm still finding out shit about it. That's the thing about those sprawling Bethesda games.
Now,
with
you're
open
playing this
worlds.
on your Xbox One, right?
Yeah,
Are you playing it with mods?
I am playing it with a few mods.
Okay, well, see, that helps a lot. Did you do the thing that I recommend that you do and get the alternate start mod?
I have used the alternate start mod. I'm not using it for this playthrough though.
Okay. So what mods do you have for this playthrough?
I'm running mostly vanilla. I had a problem with the Brotherhood of Steel quest line getting it started. It glitched, so I had to get a patch for that. And then I just got some paint mods for power armor.
Also, my character is like a sexy anime girl.
And everyone's Hatsune Miku. Pretty vanilla.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty vanilla, you know.
All the raiders are seen.
No big. Everyone's dressed in gimp suits.
I'd play that version.
No, just the two mods. Just the two mods.
I kind of miss having Fallout 4. I really do.
It's
I thought about buying it
so-
during the Steam autumn sale, but I
So
didn't
good.
because $20 still felt like too much.
Yeah.
That's,
Yeah.
For buying it again, I feel like that's too much.
Oh, absolutely. It's really 20.
Yeah.
I
well,
thought-
it's 40.
I thought it
Full.
would be more. Yeah.
yeah, it's 40 full, but when it's on sale.
Yeah.
I probably won't pay more than
And they re-released Skyrim at full price again, right?
Skyrim Remastered is also at 40.
What?
That's still too much.
That's still too much
Still too
for
much
a
for
game that
Skyrim.
came out in, what, 2013?
11.
2011.
Good Christ.
November
Yeah.
of 2011.
11,
That
11,
is
11.
ridiculous.
No, Bethesda, frankly, again, Bethesda is rapidly declining as a company I like.
Yeah.
Put Skyrim's corpse back in the ground. It's not funny anymore, Todd.
You keep dangling in front of the kids. It's freaking them out.
It's not a pinata, Todd. Candy's not gonna come out of it, no matter how hard you hit it.
Is that the Leave Britney Alone guy?
It's close. I mean,
That's
I
what it sounds
kind
like.
of, I kind of channeled that.
Yeah, that's what it sounded like.
Leave Skyrim alone. It belongs to the Nords.
That was fine.
Oh, here we go again.
Now we're back
we're
to
going
our
back to
favorite
the-
friend,
back to
the
the
control
controller menu.
screen.
The most exciting part is gone.
Yeah.
I like to call this the actual.
Oh yeah, because I couldn't remember how to fucking trample buffalo. It was dumb.
Oh yeah.
How the hell do you trample a buffalo with a horse?
With a horse, exactly.
That was the problem I was
That is
having.
wildly impossible.
You grind on it.
Here's our tutorial.
It's almost what it is, really.
Be cruel to
because
animals.
You just like you run and you lift your front legs up and you slide for a second.
Hey, this is Tony Hawk.
So it's just you're more like drifting into them.
Kill those buffalo for
Smash.
no goddamn reason.
This is an accurate portrayal of what happened to the buffalo. They just used them for training.
Yeah, they just use
Them for horse training, and they wiped them all out.
For tutorial.
You guys remember there was that achievement that you get in Red Dead Redemption for killing all the buffalo in the game.
Yeah, that's great.
I felt really bad when I did that.
And you also get one for killing the only Sasquatch, if I recall.
I didn't kill the Sasquatch. I left it alive.
Good for you.
You monster.
Good for you.
Well, I've been making up for that in my my Knights of the Old Republic playthrough. just murdering innocent people left and right for no reason at all.
But not your barber.
Oh, you were saying that because of my hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a default haircut. You can't change your hair. They hadn't made your character creation that intense yet.
Flat tops just aren't that evil.
BioWare's lazy in that department.
Again,
They were too busy writing the very intricate story.
It's a very, like, fucking, Jason Bateman hair from American Psycho. Like, this coiffed like that.
Jason Bateman.
That's not who you're
That is-
thinking of.
Actor.
That's not who that is.
Nope. Jason Bateman's the guy from Arrested Development.
Arrested
Yeah.
Development.
You're thinking of Christian Bale.
I'm thinking of Patrick Bateman.
Patrick Bateman
Yeah,
is
the
his character's
character.
name.
Yeah, sorry. I hear Jason Bateman way more than Patrick.
Well, yeah.
I'd like to see Jason
One's
Bateman
real.
as American.
Yeah.
He'd do okay with it, I
And
think.
it's like Arrested Development.
Yeah,
narration.
Arrested Development, but at the Bates Motel.
I would watch that. Actually, I would.
I don't know if I'd want to see it with Jason Bateman as
Patrick Bateman.
Patrick Bateman, but just
yeah.
the Arrested Development cast. No,
I wanna
they
see-
just stop at the Bates Motel.
I want to
and
see
they're
Jason
stuck
Bateman.
there for like a week.
I want to see
Car
him
broke
be
down or something.
the first guy he killed. I want to do him Jared Leto's character, where he's just being just regular, dry Jason Bateman, and he's just like questioning what's going on. But it's cut with Christian Bale's footage of him about to murder him.
He's in that new show on on Netflix called The Ozarks.
Ozark, yeah.
Yeah, have
I
you
heard,
watched
I
any of
heard
that?
that was
Yeah, I
good.
heard it was really
I heard
good.
it was really good.
Really?
I haven't watched
Where
it.
have you heard that?
I heard it on NPR.
Okay.
I've heard it from like 50 people.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll watch it then.
I watched the first 5 episodes of Punisher.
Oh yeah,
Recently.
I tried watching some of that over Thanksgiving when I was at the mother's house. It was
really
boring as piss from what I saw.
Well, they really do a good job of taking
Of making
on...
it black.
Yeah.
It's a very dark show.
Oh yeah, they take
No,
on.
it's literally all the lights in any room that they're in on the show. Half the lights are off.
I feel like they do a pretty good job of taking on the seriousness of the issue of veterans of after they come home and what they have to deal with. the struggle.
PTSD and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
PTSD and trying to find a job in a market where your skills that you had when you were over there aren't marketable.
Right, because no one wants to hire you to murder brown people.
Murder brown people. Yeah,
Sure, well, that's fair.
exactly.
Maybe you shouldn't have spent so much time learning how to murder brown
And
people,
there's-
and then you wouldn't have this problem.
Well-
That's just me.
All of those tragic things that happen to us just creates a stigma toward veterans in the country. Exactly. Yeah. It just creates a stigma against all of them, and it's just a struggle.
No, I mean, at least they're like touching into like some nice,
Yeah.
like,
They acknowledge
topical
it.
stuff.
It's not
As
over.
far as a show goes, I watched a couple episodes. It was boring as hell. I could not stay focused on the actual plot, what was going on.
It's not what I expected, granted, because I was expecting wall to wall just violence and
Well, I mean, it's the Punisher.
It's the
That's
Punisher.
kind of his like forte.
it's just big.
Yeah, I
revenge
wanted
trip.
him to grab a dude and push his face down into a deep fryer, and then pull him out and say, "Tell me where they are," and then he tells him, and then he pushes him back down into the deep fryer again because you don't fuck around with children.
It's true.
That's the Punisher.
I think they're getting to that. At least I hope so. But it's kind of it's weird because they picked it up where it kind of resolved to where he got revenge on who he thought killed his family. Everyone. You know?
That's something that I've been
but it
thinking
just
about.
goes deeper.
That's something that I've been thinking about with the Netflix Marvel shows in general, and it feels like they're getting worse as they go. The first one, the first season of Daredevil, great. First season Jessica Jones, great. Luke Cage, good. Iron Fist, Defenders, a little bit better because it had everybody, but still kind of
Because
Second
it had
season of
Iron
Daredevil, and now this.
I didn't even watch Iron Fist because
because
I cannot see that kid as Danny Rand. I
don't know.
I liked him in Game of Thrones. I thought he was great as Loras Tyrell, but I just don't see him as Iron Fist.
Well, I didn't watch Iron Fist, but I watched The Defenders, and from what I know of The Defenders and watching that whole season, it doesn't seem like anybody else really likes Danny Rand either, like in the cast or the characters. Like he just seems to be everybody's punching bag. And rightfully so, because he just walks around saying, like, I'm the immortal Iron Fist. I can defeat anybody. I punched a dragon in the heart. And then Luke Cage is just like, yeah, whatever.
This for Jenny.
I'm invincible.
Yeah.
By definition, I win.
Like, he just looks at him. Luke Cage looks at him sideways. Like, pretty sure I could take him. I really could.
Easily.
I do wish, so like I brought up earlier, the Infinity War trailer came out today. Did you guys watch it?
Did.
Yeah?
I did.
You didn't? What did you think?
I think it looks exciting. It will probably be pretty good. I have faith in it. Everybody's
a bunch of random statements.
Everybody's tearing the shit out of Thanos' CG.
I didn't think he looked that
CG. He didn't look that bad.
I thought he looked more. It was weird, like when the cast list came up, and I remember that it was Josh Brolin being Thanos. I thought it was weird because he looked and sounded a lot like Ron Perlman.
That would be a good choice, though. Ron Perlman is.
Well, at this point, it just seems like they're interchangeable.
Thanos just looks disapprovingly at the galaxy.
And I just think it would be fun if they just like switched back and forth throughout the entire movie as actors. Yeah, just to fuck with people. I thought that the entire time I'm watching, this is how I felt watching the trailer. The entire time watching, I'm just like, okay, it's like a little checklist going off. It's just like an Iron, first you got to see all the Avengers and where they're at, and for some reason, fucking. What's his name that was the computer but then became a person?
Oh, the Vision.
Vision. Yeah. Now Vision's like a real person. He's not pink anymore, but he still has the thing in his head. And, you're checking off the list, and you got Spider-Man and Black Panther. And the whole time I'm just like, this just doesn't look very interesting. And I only got excited right at the very end when Thor met the Guardians of the Galaxy.
I was wondering how they were going to tie them in. Well,
I don't understand why you would be wondering that, because Thanos. Like, the Guardians of the Galaxy's entire story is Thanos.
I wanted to know how they were going to introduce any one of the Avengers to the Guardians of the Galaxy. Like, how would they meet? I knew they would have that common ground in Thanos,
I
of
guess
course.
Either Thor or Hulk would be the best, one or two.
The whole space thing.
And apparently Hulk got picked to pull in Doctor Strange for some reason. So, I did like the Doctor Strange movie a lot. I watched that also.
The Doctor Strange movie was good.
Yeah. It was good. Tried to catch up with all the superhero stuff. The only one I haven't seen now is that new Batman whatever.
Oh, Justice League?
Who saw Justice League?
I saw Justice League.
Well, that's not an excited voice
at
all.
I was shook.
This is where I lose at poker, by the way.
Remember when Texas Hold'em was like stupid popular?
I do remember when Texas Hold'em was. Dude, I can play the shit out of Texas Hold'em.
Yeah,
oh man,
but anyway,
Omaha High, Omaha Low, 5 card, 7 card, any kind of poker. I just like
any kind of poker. You'll lose your money. Any kind of poker.
Yeah, you'll lose your money. You would anyway.
But yeah, tell us about Justice League. I had a very lukewarm reception to the idea.
I was shook by how much I did not enjoy it.
Really?
Yeah.
And you just a little while ago self-proclaimed yourself as a DC
fanboy. Well, I mean,
it seems like this movie would have been tailor-made for
any franchise can do things that
were Aquaman's
fans
abs
won't
not
like.
glisteningly enough?
His abs were fine.
Jason Momoa.
Jason
sure
Momoa
worked hard on.
He's all right.
It was all over the ads.
Okay, so here's the thing.
Here's the thing about Justice League.
It just felt like I was watching another Avengers movie. I don't like Joss Whedon's filming style for the DCEU. I just don't. And
was it very like quippy back and forth?
Yeah.
Like an episode of Buffy the Vampire Slayer?
Yeah. Yeah, they just wanted to bring as much levity to the grit and hopelessness of the DC universe.
Right, and that's what you like about it is the hopelessness.
I understand that superheroes are supposed to be your light in the darkness, but you kind of have to introduce that darkness first. And the Gotham sequence in the first 10 minutes of the movie was really good. I really liked that. I did not like how the plot was essentially recycled from every superhero movie, especially every DC superhero movie. It was essentially the plot of Man of Steel. Alien comes, tries to terraform the Earth for that, for their planet. Is essentially the same plot. It's just a different copy paste for the
Right.
and Henry Cavill's awful computer generated off mustache.
Oh yeah, I heard about
Yeah.
I heard about that.
Just have Henry Cavill grow a fucking beard. Superman had a beard when he came back from the fucking dead anyway. Just have him have a beard and then shave off the rest of it later. He can still have a mustache. It's a simple fix. You don't need to spend thousands of dollars to fucking airbrush it off.
Couple of things.
I did see a screenshot of that. It looks terrible.
It looks bad.
All right,
It's really bad.
couple of things on that. Number one, I heard that was more Paramount's fault, not DC, whatever.
Oh, you mean Warner Brothers?
Warner Brothers, not Warner Brothers' fault, because they were the ones that were being bitchy about him. They said that no matter what, he couldn't shave it off. They said that it would be so much easier.
Okay.
Like the production company that CG'd it out tried so hard to say it would be so much easier for us to let you, if you would let us shave it and then to digitally add it back in, that would be 1,000,000 times easier than it would be for us to digitally remove it. But apparently Paramount was just being petty about it.
What other fucking movie is he in that he needs a mustache so fucking bad? I hope it were. If it doesn't,
All right.
if it doesn't win a fucking Oscar,
Settle down, fucking Calvin Klein. I don't know.
Calvin Klein.
Yeah, Back to the Future. You said earlier.
Is that the joke you were trying to make?
Yeah,
Because that's funny.
I know. We established earlier. I'm aware.
Yeah.
But my second question is, how does Superman shave?
I'm looking for Jenny.
Superman's hairs are super hairs, I would imagine, and so
Yeah.
if nothing can cut his skin or his hair or anything like that, what how does he shave on Earth?
You didn't see the little web comic where he basically bounces his laser vision?
Come here and ask for you.
Yeah.
I don't think that's how it works.
That's not how it would work at
I
all.
don't think so. Pretty sure he'd burn the fuck out of his face if he did that.
A part of me feels like they did touch on that in the Superman cartoon, though. I think at one point he was starting to grow a beard. I think he just laser vision, on a mirror.
Who are you?
Ned would
I'm
want
pretty sure that was a sequence
to
in
say
the
what
Superman
the
cartoon.
steam
I think. Unless I'm
It's
imagining
comics
it.
logic. Let's just roll
I
with
Yeah.
it.
get that it's comics
Just
logic,
roll
but
with it.
Remember,
these are the
Superman-
arguments in which comic logic is made for.
I mean, remember, Superman had a superpower where he could weave dresses very quickly. He made 50
The first time you brought that up.
Because it's the dumbest power on the planet, but they established it.
Not if you're a
It's gold.
spider.
But Superman's not a spider.
Not with that attitude.
If he was a spider, then he'd be Spider-Man. Just opens a whole new web of
Shadows.
web of shadows. It's a really big bottle.
I'm just really close to it. Respectively. You're shooting up the whorehouse.
Yeah,
Dangerous world we live in.
Why would you, of all places in the West, to shoot up? It's like, why can't we just take this outside? Let's get the whores and the whiskey out of harm's way. We all kind of depend on both of these things. Okay, Corral. Sundown. Not here. Idiot.
fucking Honest Tom.
Oh, Honest Tom's dead. We killed him way long
Whoa,
ago.
yeah.
Now he's dead.
Because he's a damn thief.
Damn liars, that Honest Tom.
Bury him, call him Lion Tom. Lying in the grave.
Then no one
No.
will no one will be able to identify who it is because they know him as Honest Tom. So they're like, who's lying?
Yes,
his
that
brother.
way his funeral is as empty as it should be. As empty as his soul. I don't know if you can tell, but I really like the knife.
You
Oh, yeah, the knife is
rescued
great.
Jenny. Unfortunately, I can't see the name Jenny anymore without looking at that.
Yeah, and,
Jenny's a pretty name.
Forrest Gump is a better movie.
Forrest Gump is a good movie.
it's a great movie.
Better than any Jenny I've ever known.
See,
He was a pretty terrible person.
Oh no, she was an awful.
these ladies will never work in another Western whorehouse again. Like, they're just too shook.
Oh yeah, they won't be good. You're gonna have to take them out to pasture.
Yep. Just like the horses. Take them out back, shoot them.
Yep.
Yep.
They don't have any other rights in this town.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't give them a job. There's only one school marm in the town.
Can't damn mount them. Just like a horse.
I mean, you could use them to trample bison.
When you don't have horses, just use whores to trample bison. I mean, that sounds pretty metal, actually.
That's why you gotta rescue Jenny.
so they don't.
Don't you know you can get damaged whores for wholesale? And
For wholesale?
whores for
When you don't have
wholesale?
horses?
And you pull your carriage with a bunch of damaged
Whores?
whores.
At the wholesale horse warehouse.
The wholesale whores warehouse for hosers.
Just ask Jenny.
Ask for Jenny!
Ask for Jenny when you come on in. Alright. Well, this was fun.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was.
Let's rescue Jenny and call it a day.
Yeah.
Drink some whiskey.
Drink more whiskey.
Damn right.
Shoot more
whiskey.
dudes in the head.
You must be yellow!
Is his name really Rude, or is it just...
They're Rude and Crude are the two brothers that are trying to take over this brothel right now.
I thought it was just a descriptor. I was
Oh,
like, yeah,
no.
he's pretty rude.
Bam! Right in the face. Oh, he's still falling. Make sure. Got him.
Yeah,
I thought for a second you just shot Jenny. I'll shoot her! Bam! Beat you to it!
I do like that in a lot of hostage situations in movies where they have the gun to her head and then what was it in GoldenEye or James like just kill her. She doesn't mean anything to me.
Yeah.
And then the guy with I think it's Amarov with the gun. He's just like, wait, what? Like you're not supposed to say that.
Where'd City go from here?
007. I fuck 80 women a day.
007 spreading STDs all over Europe since 1964.
Yeah.
007, that's like the number of order of which the patients of AIDS.
What?
His number. He was the
was
he
that?
was the 7th person to have
Okay.
AIDS.
Okay.
There you go.
The number of order of the
The
people
number of
which had AIDS
You know what?
has been subtracted by 2.
I've been spouting words all day. I'm tired of them.
Spitting rhymes, talking sense, calling it. I'm out.
Dead.
Alright. Good night, everybody. This was fun.
Bye.
Enjoy gun.
Yeah, play gun if you've never played it before.
Play gun.
It is so good. And you get the shank guy.
You get the knife dudes in the back, like you always wanted, as they try to set your whorehouse on fire. Just like Grandma used to do.
You stop the firebugs and start the
Yeah, my grandma was
Basically, what we're doing is we're just waiting for somebody to say something funny that we can end on.
All your grandparents
Are
were
you enjoying the
arsonists
struggle?
and damaged whores.
Trample the bison.
Trample the bison with
With
the
the
whores.
whores.
Yeah.
The
If you've
whores
learned
and the
nothing
horses.
else. The whores and the horses.
Trample the bison.
Got some lead for you, kid.